Hello, this tutorial will show you how to run Tribalwars Manager. It could be hard to understand how everything works, but don't worry, it's not that complicated. Before opening Tribalwars Manager, make sure you did create an account on the world that you want to play on, because when you start a new world on Tribalwars, the welcome windows that come up could screw up the village ID. We will explain what the village ID is later on. If you did not create a user on the world, pause the tutorial and do so. When you're ready, press play. Open Tribalwars Manager. The first thing we want to set up is the server, the world, your username and your password. Let's open up the settings windows by clicking on the top menu. On the left side of the settings window where it says server, choose the server that you want to use. When you click on a server, the right side of the settings window where it said world will get activated and you will be able to choose a world. On the bottom of the setting window, you will see playing delay between and waiting delay between. Leave the default value for now. You don't have to check off buffer and log, but we do recommend buffer if you want to know what the bot is doing. Let's save this and go start the manager. We will first start by scheduling a single building to be built. On the top menu, click on Upgrade and then Building. On the building window you should see your village name on the left side. Make sure it's selected before adding building in the right list. To add a building, just click the building. If you want to know what is the name of the building before clicking on it, look at the top of the window when you do a mouse over. The number that you see on the right of the start button is how long it will wait to add the build in the buffer list. We suggest you leave it with the default value for now. Let's choose the village headquarter for our first build. The backend name of the village headquarter on Tribalwars is main, so let's choose main and then click start on the building window. An option that were added after couple request is the upgrade what is available, which will build whatever that is available on your village, based on a priority list. You can see the priority list when you check off the upgrade what is available. If you want to see the buffer list and you did check off the buffer option in the settings window, go in the top menu and click on debug and then buffer. For this tutorial we will leave the buffer window open all the time. On the top menu under the upgrade you will see troop. We don't really need to go deeply into this, but we can tell you that it will research troop in the smithy, and the window is working pretty much like the building window. Remember that you always have to select your village name before choosing an option to add in the right list. Now we will talk about attack, defend, and resource. Those windows are based on the same model, so by explaining one, you know how the other work. We will show the attack window. You can go on the top menu and click on troop, and then attack. The attack window include the village name which this time is on the top of the window. It include a list of available village that you can attack, which is on the left, and the list of what it will do, which is on the right. To populate the list of available village, go in game and click map. The list of available village will get populated with village that show on the map. If you want to create an attack, make sure you have your village name selected, and then select the village you want to attack in. The available village, or enter the X and Y value manually in the middle of the window. The difference between mins between attack and mins before start. If you want to attack a village every 30 minutes, put 30 in the mins between attack. If you want to attack a village every 30 minutes but just want to start in an hour, put 30 inches mins between attack and 60 inches mins before start. If you only want to send one attack in 45 minutes, Put 0 inches mins between attack and 45 inches min between start. Send in buffer now is only available with the full version, but you can send anything directly into the buffer without having to wait for anything. If you want to see the buffer window, remember to go on the top menu under debug and then buffer. Build troop window is based on the building window model, but with a new add-on. Smart Build will help you to build up to a certain number of troop. Remember to select your village name. If you check off Smart Build and you click on the button Smart Build Form, you will get a window with all the troop available on it. Set whatever you want to have in your village. Set the increment to the number of unit you want to build per loop. By example, if you want to build up to 20 spear, you can put 5 in the increment so it will loop 4 times. Save it and you're done with build troop. Anti-overflow window is there to help you store noblemen before your resource get up to the limit of your storage depot. You just need to select your village name and check off Store noblemen in your academy. Village ID window is there to add, remove and clear your village ID in case of problem, or in case that you want to add your new village in the list before owning it. If you want to figure out the village ID of a specific village in Tribalwars, just click on the village and look at the URL.